Candidate number 402, name Harita Trivedi, examiner Dr. Swati Joshi, and exam center Vadodara. Good evening. My name is Dr. Swati Joshi and I'm going to be taking your test for the speaking ability today. May I know your full name, please?
My full name is Harita Hema Trivedi.
Okay, and what may I address you as?
You can address me as Harita.
Can I see your identity card, please?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. Here you go. All right. So, what do? Do you study or do you work?
I work
Okay.
in a foreign-based company.
Mhm.
Its name is Cura.
All right. And where are you from?
I'm from Vadodara only.
And is that also your hometown?
Yes, Vadodara is also my hometown.
Okay. Can you describe Vadodara in brief, please?
Vadodara is a very historical place, and it is there is not much tourist place if you see Vadodara or you want to visit it, but there are many histories related to Vadodara. For example, the king Gaikwad still lives in Vadodara. He visits here sometimes, but they still live here. The royal family lives here.
Mhm.
And they also have a lot of trust and organizations going on.
Okay. Okay. Let us now talk about forgetting things. Do you often forget things or do you remember things?
I generally remember everything, but there are times when I blank out. That's when I forget things.
So you think you have a good memory.
Yes.
Okay. So have you ever forgotten in your life something important?
Yes. One time when I was leaving for my exam, I forgot my admit card.
Mhm.
I was very nervous for my exam. It was my first board, and I was not sure how will I prepare, and I was preparing myself, and in that nervousness, I forgot my ID card.
Okay. What do you think are the reasons that people forget things, especially things which are important?
There are many reasons. There may be some deficiencies like B12 deficiencies. That is also one reason people forget things. Other is they are either stressed or they are nervous or they are thinking about something else.
Okay. So what are some things that people normally never forget? They do not forget.
Things there is nothing that people won't ever forget,
Mhm.
except for if it's your name. Maybe sometimes people even forget that, but I don't think there is something that people would never forget.
Okay. All right. So would you ever like to do something special to have a perfect memory?
I already have a perfect memory, so I don't think I
Yeah.
would need anything like that.
Are you aware about people who have done things to improve their memory?
Yes, I have heard a lot of people telling to eat almonds.
Mhm.
They say that it will increase their memory. I don't know if it's true. I have also seen people following remedies from YouTube. I don't think they have a base or anything, but yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of your part 1. In part 2, I want you to talk about a skill that you have learned from older people. What is the skill? From whom did you learn it? How did you learn it? And how did you feel about it? So that's over here, right here. And I'm going to give you a sheet of paper with a pencil. You can take 1 minute and scribble your thoughts.
Thank you.
Can you please start talking?
Sure. So the skill I'm going to talk about is being family oriented. My mom taught me this skill, and I learned it by observing my family, and I'm very proud of that. I have imbibed that feeling in me. So when I was a kid, I did not believe in being family oriented. I always gave priority to my friends or anybody else, but not my family. I always thought that they are there only, and I can say that I took them for granted. My mom always used to tell me that you should learn to be family oriented, because even when there would be no one else, your family will be there. You should learn that family over everything. is very important. And by the time I grew up, I started realizing that maybe whatever she is telling is true. Maybe there are times when only your family would be there. I have seen my parents, I have seen my family, as in my ancestors, doing all those things, and I used to think that they don't have friends or anything else, that's why they are so much family oriented. But as in when the time passed by, I realized at some point everybody will move on from your life, everybody will go away from you, but your family would be there. Even when you are far away, they would always be there. That is why I think that family orientation is very important, and I'm very proud that I have started implementing it in my daily life. Sometimes I don't really implement it, sometimes I actually give priority to my friends over my family, but then I start telling myself that maybe no, I should prioritize my things, I should prioritize my family first, and then make other plans with my family. Even when there's a little thing about meeting up a friend and maybe going out for dinners on family, specifically on birthdays.
Okay, you can stop, please. Thank you. All right. So, do you think that elders are more skilled and knowledgeable in comparison to young people?
Yes, I think so.
Why?
Because of their experience. We have still to experience a lot of things in life, but they have already seen a lot of phases in their life. Maybe the perspective of them in the life and our is different, but obviously they have more experience in all these things.
What are some best ways to learn different things from people who are elder than us?
I think being patient, because elder people always has this thing of advising you continuously. Sometimes you may get irritated about it, but you have to be patient with them. And they also have they are very proud of their thing, that they know a lot of things, and they keep saying I have seen more years than you, or maybe it's a Hindi saying that ऐसे ही मेरे बाल धूप में सफ़ेद नहीं हुए, which means that it's over the time or over the experience their hair has gone grey. So that is what they keep saying. So you have to be very patient with them, you have to keep observing, and you have to start telling yourself to implement that into your life.
Okay. Does wisdom come with age or does it come with experience?
It comes with experience, I believe. Yeah, it also comes with age, but yeah, experience is more prominent, I guess.
Technology is growing by leaps and bounds these days. So there are instances where the people who are old are not very aware and acquainted with gadgets.
Okay.
What would you suggest as good methods to teach about these gadgets to people who are old?
Same thing, I'll say the same thing. To teach them, you have to be very patient. You'll have to tell them 10 times. Like if I have to tell my grandma to use WhatsApp, then I'll have to tell her that this is how you open the app, or I have already made your account, but this is how you use it. Basically, they start learning from their regional language or the local language, in whichever language they understand. They generally don't prefer starting from English.
Okay. In your opinion, what are some basic skills that every individual should possess?
I think being family oriented is one thing every individual. Then like prioritizing your things in your life, whatever it is, you should know where your priorities lie. Then the other thing is social skills, that you should have a little bit of social skills. Even if you are an introvert, you should know some of it.
Okay. Do you think that everyone should know how to cook, drive and to do banking?
Yes.
Why?
It is a basic skill. It's not something related to gender, but if you are hungry and you want to eat, then you should know how to cook, or else you'll die hungry. The same thing, if there's an emergency, then you should know how to drive. Not necessary that you know how to drive 4-wheeler only, even a 2-wheeler is fine, but you should know that. And can you repeat the third thing? Banking, yes. Nowadays internet banking has become very important. Like every day, that is what people do. India has become digital. So yeah, that is very important.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of your speaking test. Let me now give you your feedback. But before that, I want to know, what do you think about your performance?
I think I was a bit nervous.
Okay.
And
Anything else?
Maybe I was dragging the last part of my thing.
Okay. All right. So as far as the band is concerned, मैं आपको दूंगी बैंड 7. मुझे देना था 7.5, लेकिन मैं बताऊंगी मैंने 7 क्यों दिया और 7.5 क्यों नहीं दिया. पहले अच्छी चीज़ों के बारे में बात करते हैं. Excellent fluency, very good fluency. You did not stop or took a pause out of hesitation, not even once. You are saying you are nervous, but it did not reflect. Like you didn't look nervous, which is great. You were reflecting confidence, and that is more important. Okay, very good eye contact. You were smiling wherever, जहाँ जहाँ ज़रूरत थी आप स्माइल करके बोल रहे थे, वो भी बहुत अच्छा है. ये सारी अच्छी चीज़ें थी. दूसरा क्यू कार्ड जो है उसमें आप अटके बिना आप बोलते रहे, ये भी अच्छी चीज़ है. सो दिस इज़ समथिंग गुड दैट आई वांट टू टेल यू. Why I have given you, why I wanted to give you a 7.5, because it was really very nice. It was really excellent, I can say. Now, where have I cut your marks? I could have gone across and also maybe thought about giving you a band of 8. But there are 2-3 reasons why I haven't. First of all, talking about the bullets of the cue card.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to talk about how do you feel about it, which you missed. So when you were talking about a skill of family orientation, I wanted you to describe certain feelings markedly.
Okay.
So I feel a sense of achievement. I feel proud of myself. I believe you said that. आपने बताया आप proud है, लेकिन उसके अलावा proud बहुत basic feeling है जो हर कोई बोल सकता है, लेकिन हम कुछ extra बोले ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. So आप बहुत सारे ऐसे feelings बता सकते थे जो उसको underline करे, highlight करे कि मैंने ऐसा फील किया. तो एक पूरा क्यू कार्ड का बुलेट मिस हो गया, ये एक रीज़न था. ये एक मेजर रीज़न है मैंने आपकी बैंड क्यों काटी है. दूसरा एक रीज़न है, मैंने आपको पूछा एक प्रश्न कि व्हाट आर सम बेस्ट वेज टू लर्न फ्रॉम एल्डर्स. तो तब आपने मुझे थिंग्स बताए कि उनसे हम क्या सीख सकते हैं. आपने बोला कि हम उनसे धैर्य सीख सकते हैं, पेशेंस सीख सकते हैं, बट मैं ये पूछ रही थी कि उनसे सीखने का तरीका क्या है. जैसे वी कैन लर्न फ्रॉम ऑब्जर्वेशन, we can learn by their guidance, doing things in front of them and listening to their advice and suggestions. These were the things that I was expecting. However, I am not checking your answers, but I am definitely checking whether you have understood or not. So I thought that the question was not understood, and that's why this is the major reason कि मैंने आपको 7.5 नहीं लेकिन 7 दिए हैं. Okay, all the best for next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. This mock examination was recorded live in my class. All the responses of the student were real and they were not dramatized. She spoke spontaneously. As you could see that Harita was speaking with fluency and talking as if she's making a normal conversation with the examiner. She did miss out on some adjectives related to feelings, but overall her performance was very good. Here is a tip that I want to give you. Do not be carried away and nervous with the thought that you have to speak idioms or you have to speak words, vocabulary which may sound unreal, which may sound artificial or sometimes even inappropriate. Simple, clear and normal conversation in a flow will definitely fetch you a good band. If you wish to take a similar mock test, contact me on 7433016809. Our mock tests are available online as well as offline. After your mock test, the examiner will give you a band score, feedback on your performance, and tips for improvement. Book your mock test now to enhance your confidence levels in the real test. All the best.